If you're a business leader, marketer, or entrepreneur looking for a competitive edge, our next guest has something you need to hear. Local author and strategist Lee Pepper joins us to talk about his new book, Never Outmatched: Military Strategies to Lead, Innovate, and Win in the Modern Marketing Battlefield. Lee, good morning. Thanks for being here today.
Good morning. Thank you all so much.
Okay, so this is not your average business book. The title alone kind of sets the tone. What is it all about?
Well, I served in the military when I was younger, before I started my corporate career, and I translated some of these military strategies into innovation, marketing, and leadership, and I wanted to document them in a book.
So what are some of the strategies that you can talk about? What do you think about?
One of my favorite strategies, Eugene, is called the anvil and hammer that General Norman Schwarzkopf used in the first Gulf War. And basically, in the military example, he lined all our forces up. That was the anvil. But it was the 101st and the 7th Corps that was the hammer that outflanked Saddam Hussein's forces. I applied that in business, that sometimes we have to spend some money doing things that don't seem like they're converting so that your hammer can come in and win. And if you're not careful, you'll cut the anvil because you think, oh, that's not working. But really, the hammer wouldn't have worked unless you spent the money on the anvil.
I get it. That's good stuff. Good stuff, Lee. Who do you think this book is for?
I think for young leaders, also CEOs who may have questions about why their business isn't functioning the way it should. And I think also for veterans that are getting out of the military and are wondering, how can I convert my service into the corporate world?
You know, there's a lot of things when you think about being in the military and the life that you led there that really translates so easy into modern life and also business. That's what you're talking about, right?
Yes, and there's one of the chapters I think that's very popular is commander's intent. And that's where businesses need to set their commander's intent and then let their staff go and execute, not micromanage them to death. And this is where I see a lot of companies that are rubbing with millennials. Millennials will do amazing things, but you can't micromanage them. You have to give your commander's intent and then let them go win.
So the commander's intent, it's letting the team know, being clear about here's where we're going, here's what our mission is.
Yes.
Right? And now
Yes.
I will empower you to have all the tools you need, and now you go do it.
And I think that business leaders will read this book and they'll see like how they can apply some of these things that are pretty common in the military. So in that example, we use the read back. So we'll give our orders and we'll ask the soldiers to talk back. What did you just hear? To make sure they understood the mission. A lot of times in business, we don't do that. A lot of times we manage from behind our desk, behind in spreadsheets, instead of getting out on the front lines.
Well, is there a point that you do have to step in and then help recorrect things at all?
Well, I think that's where you have good governance, you have your budget. That's what's going to be the scaffolding, the parameters, but you want to give the inspiration and then let your team go out and execute. Because sometimes in training or on the battlefield, things come up. You can't always guess what's going to happen. So you have to give your team some freedom of movement, because the same thing happens in the military. All the great innovation, it came in times of stress, but they were able to adjust and then go win.
Are you a speaker? You should be doing keynote speeches on this. Really, like you're really good.
I did just get booked for TEDx Ocala in Florida in November, so I'm very excited about that. And I wanted to present you all. I don't know if you've ever been given an Army Challenge coin.
I have
but
not.
I wanted to give you, just to thank you for all the work you guys have done for the veterans in our community.
Thank you very much.
That's so nice. Thank you
Absolutely.
very much. We appreciate it. Again, there's the book. Get your copy on Amazon. You can also go to neveroutmatchedbook.com, neveroutmatchedbook.com. Amazon works as well. Lee, thank you very much. We appreciate your time.
Thank
and thank you
all.
for this.
Thank you.
Thank you.